Hello, everybody. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free, and we are back in Severovo. Where we last left off, our friends happened to be trapped with Leia Radko in a giant fucking industrial basement that does not end. And also, there happens to be some weird shit going on with her girlfriend that she's spooky now, apparently. So, yeah. To kind of set the scene, we're going to cut right back where we left off. You guys are looking over this balcony into utter blackness. You see that you are on some sort of walkway, like a grating walkway, that wraps around and goes down into this yawning abyss. Behind you stretches further and further corridors.
Okay, no plan. I vote we sit here and wait for help.
So just a reminder, we can't go out the way we came.
No, because we tried that, and it's just more MC Escher painting. Isn't that right, Michael?
Correct.
Is there
Okay.
a role that's like looking for patterns?
Oh,
Specific.
Spot hidden.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably spot hidden,
that's-
isn't it?
Like, I thought that was what it would be, but at the same time, spot hidden kind of feels like it gets used a lot for everything.
I mean,
So I'm gonna
it's
try
a
to
very
see if,
general
like,
role.
is there a pattern to all this bullshit?
Oh, fuck you.
I'm sorry.
No.
Get fuck nerd. Get fuck nerd.
Okay. So, you both are kind of looking around. Also, okay, no, Krikov isn't here. Good.
Yeah. I was in
so-
here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, you guys are both looking around. Behind you, the hallway seems to almost buckle and bend at the corners, but not in like a way where it's the structure buckling and bending. It almost feels like the like area itself, the physical space it's in, kind of buckles.
If we cannot go back, then there is only one way in which to advance.
Again, I vote we sit here and wait for help. Maybe Avanad will come help us, yes?
I would normally indulge this bit of wishful thinking, but look around us. No one is going to find us here if we cannot even find door with which to enter and exit.
I know. If we have Leia think really hard, maybe Diner appears inside the wall, eh? Okay, I'm sorry, that was bad.
Yeah, and Leia just looks at you like real confused.
Olzek's just like pinching at his nose with like the bridge of his nose and that
I mean, honestly, Krikov's doing the same shit, dude. It's like looking in a mirror.
Okay, so at this point, what? Wander in circles until eventually we reach rock bottom?
better idea. We have like rope on us, don't we?
Yeah, I'd say that you have like 10 to 20 feet of rope on you.
That's not a lot though.
Mm.
Because even altogether, that's only 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, that would be good for now. And he like pulls out the rope. He's like, exploratory investigation. The first thing we do is we take all of our ropes and tie them together for maximum length. Tie them to someone's
what?
waist and have them walk out and see what happens. If this place tries to change its appearance on them. Everyone else pulls on the rope and retrieves them.
Or smashed like bug. Perfect. Love it.
Do you have
I
better
volunteer.
suggestion?
I was going to say I volunteer.
Good.
Because at this point I am either dead or crazy.
Krykov, your rope.
Sir.
Take everyone's rope, rip it all up
Yep.
together.
Yeah.
Then we all tie it up around Anatoly.
Okay.
Tie him to, like... Is there anything nearby that feels like it would be solid enough to, like, use as an anchor?
Yeah, I mean, there's like on the walkway that you're on, there's like a solid like concrete and metal pillar that seems to go all the way down. There's several of them actually.
We'll tie you off here. Good luck, comrade.
You see him kind of looking at the rope and... Alright, making a motion to tie it around his neck. Perfect, yes? I'm sorry. The humor is the only thing keeping me from going insane, yes?
Very funny. Round of applause. You ready?
Fine. tying it around his waist.
Do you know best not to die, yes?
Brandishing rifle. Brandishing rifle.
Fool.
I would rather be stuck with anyone, even that traitor, than, well. We will soon see.
Traitor.
Traitor.
I've done nothing of the sort.
Pot. Kettle.
KGB?
One of these three is loyal party member, yes?
Well, according to him, neither of us actually exist in this world. Anyways.
Yeah, Leia at that point like looks and is like, what?
It was a joke, just like everything else coming out of my mouth. God.
Yeah, he's like, does Vidania Anatoly, and gives you like a kick in the ass to get moving.
Yeah, brandishing the rifle, bayonet out.
Okay, nice. So you start to walk down this walkway, and you start walking, and you like notice that there is this symbol on the wall. And I'm putting it in everyone's journal. There's this symbol on the wall. As you're kind of going down, it shows up every once in a while.
Oh fuck! The way we're gonna win this campaign is trigonometry.
James, I'm terrible at math. Do you think that I'm going to be the one making trigonometry puzzles?
Are the
exactly how better
are the letters a part of it?
Yes.
How better in a campaign that's all about fourth wall, universal existential timey-wimey stuff? Is it not a example of death of the author that the author is intentionally using something he's bad at to make a bad puzzle to make it difficult for the other players to solve because he can't even solve it?
You probably
James.
hear
Go ahead.
echoing up the hallway. Interesting symbols down here. Hey, Kryakov, mind explaining to me why this is in English and not Cyrillic script?
If I knew, I'd explain. I do not.
It is in Cyrillic. All of these exist in Cyrillic because of the algebraic expression, and also look at the second character down.
Just assumed, because none of the rest of these are in Cyrillic, but so they are in the.
It's in the language of math, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff is conveniently in English. universally. But anyway, it's kind of like
That's
how
the
a lot of
language of-
like, oh, go ahead.
It's the language of money. Of course, it's conveniently in English.
Yeah, it's kind of like how a lot of like Greek characters are used in like older older
Like
mathematics.
like I was gonna say like Pythag or deltas and
Yeah, lambdas and alphas, betas, all that shit.
Mm.
Yeah, because a lot of like very prominent physicists that like laid the groundwork for that foundation were American or British or other English speaking. A lot of
I was gonna
things like that are just kind of common parlance. But anyway,
yeah.
Continue
yeah.
on our way down.
Okay, you keep
Eventually,
going
we
down.
run out of rope.
No, you don't, Anatoly.
Uh,
You keep going, and you go a couple steps past 60 feet, and then you go like another couple steps past 60 feet, and then you're like, wait a minute. The rope still has like tautness
Slack.
to it and
Okay.
slack at the same time.
Can you
Like,
hear me up there?
they cannot. You hear only the echo of your own voice.
Shit. Probably get kind of looking around.
Make me an intelligence check. Actually,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, intelligence will work.
Well, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to decide what to do next.
So you've noticed that this walkway that you originally thought was just an even keel of like each side is the same size is slowly getting narrower. Like, as in, it's spiraling down in this square pattern.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as if these walls are a very gradual shoot.
I'm gonna tug on the rope, see if it continues to coil at my feet as I pull.
You tug at the rope, and yes, it does in fact continue to coil at your feet. Far past the 60 feet.
Shit. At this, he he probably undoes the rope around his waist,
Okay.
straightens the cap on his head,
Mm-hmm.
puts the rifle out in front of him, and starts whistling a little tune.
I love how Anatoly has just become this jaded, like, I guess I'm going to die at any fucking second. Like,
Look, a lot's happened between last week and this week.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. But also this has felt like a very Anatoly thing. Like, he's felt this gradual descent anyway. So it feels very thematically appropriate.
I would like to also state Anatoly has not technically gone through his teenage emo phase. He's experiencing it now.
Well,
But-
what the hell was the entire First World War? But I digress.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't exist.
Yeah.
He's
Hey.
existing now.
Hey, he has memories of those days, and
Mhm.
hey, he's had periods of blackout, but
So
yeah.
you continue down this ramp until the ramp hits a big fucking room. It like gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and then you step off the edge of the ramp into what appears to be like a 5 foot by 5 foot square. And the second you touch that, you're in a massive room with this kind of harsh yet dim lighting cutting between fan blades. In the center of the room there is a great big door, like on the far back wall. There is also two doors to the right and left of it, a door to the back of it, and a door to the right and the left wall.
Probably. Fuck.
You see on the floor another symbol.
It's a fucking time cube.
That is not a time cube, but I respect it.
No,
I
I
love
mean
the
it's
reference.
not a time cube, but you're making your own time cube, buddy.
Kinda.
Shit that only you understand and nobody else does.
But yeah, you find yourself in this great big room, and let me just draw the footprint of this room real quick.
Por favor.
Yes, boop, boop, boop. And then, well, imagine
Boop,
it's an actually perfect square. You know what? I have tools to make this a perfect square, god damn it.
It's like loading up GIMP, and you're like, this does everything Photoshop does. And then the teacher asks for you to do the one thing that Photoshop can't do. Not
Yeah.
Photoshop, GIMP can't do.
Yeah, right?
All right, draw an oval.
And then here's the big door, and then there's a door to the left, there's a door to the right, there's a door to the back.
And Anatoly is here.
Yes.
Is there any? So there's just that symbol in the center of the room. Huh?
Yes.
We never did talk about how long you guys were gonna wait up there, did we?
No, we did not.
Fuck, for all we know, it's like you've never even left.
Because
Do
part
feel
of
the-
me's...
Oh, go ahead.
What's that? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Part of me is thinking, I'll just wait until they wonder what's going on and then come. And then I thought, well, it could spit them out somewhere completely different. It could, like, kill me. It could... I'm gonna have to do this on my lonesome, aren't I?
Well, let's cut back to your compatriots. So, Olzeg, Anatoly, you guys
I think you mean
are
Kryakov.
Olzeg, Kryakov.
Howdy.
You guys are that was a great instant reaction, James. But yeah, you guys are there, and you're kind of waiting there, and he calls to you, tells you about this symbol, and then 5 seconds later, the rope goes completely slack.
I'd assume we'd pull it back, right?
Yeah,
Or at least give it a tug to see if there's anything attached.
you pull, and it is a free rope.
Yeah.
Free range rope.
Yep.
Well, kill it and eat it now. Let's get some fucking
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Fucking Russian supper here. Eat your rope.
Mm-hmm.
Authenticity right there.
Olzek probably, like, hands to his mouth to cup his voice and is like, Anatoly!
You hear nothing but the echoing of your own voice.
Damn, the Moondog has probably gotten himself into trouble. Well, we have two options. Krikov, we could go. And if something has gotten him, we funnel ourselves into it, or we can hope that he returns on his own. Given the recent events, I think it is better that we stay together in case an apple boy decides to come and bother us.
Apple boy.
Well, he's not
I'll
smart.
have you know that these are Unix machines that this simulation is running on.
It's not like he can call him Steve Jobs. He doesn't know that
True,
guy.
true.
That's okay. Kriukov does.
Can we turn Apple Boy into applesauce?
Heh.
I don't want Apple Boy's applesauce, alright?
Well,
Moving on. So, um, best way to move. It's. I mean, yes, we should stick together, but I'm not sure. We're not going to find him if we stay here.
Right. He pulls out his revolver, checks that it's loaded. Let's go. Leia,
All
do you
right.
want to come with us, or would you like to hold down the fort, as it were?
Leia looks at you and is like, I'm coming with you. I don't know what is going on, but I feel a lot safer with you.
No, he's like, stand behind us, eh?
Hmm. Yeah, she does.
Off we go.
All right. You head down this ramp further and further and further until you find what looks like a 5 by 5 by 5 foot square. You step onto it, and all of a sudden, it expands into a giant room, and you see Anatoly.
leaning against the wall.
Anatoly, yeah.
Ah, glad to see that you are in good spirits, I suppose.
Shit, that didn't take you long at all. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, Anatoly, it felt like that happened pretty much as soon as you leaned against the wall.
Okay. Time does not work here like it is supposed to. I love it. Also, did you bring rope? Because I may have misplaced it.
We know.
Yes, we have your free range vote.
Hey, I pull, and suddenly 250 yards worth of fucking rope. Not carrying that with me. I left it.
250?
Eh,
Should have only have been 20 yards of rope.
Quickly does head math.
Shut up.
Yes, 200 is not 200 is not equal to 20.
We'll see if we carry the one. And yeah, shit's fucked.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
have you seen those symbols on the wall?
I'm assuming we did, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Looks like math. Was never good at math.
Not incredibly brilliant at math, but I'm not sure what the fuck those symbols are supposed to mean. Math is
Alright.
numbers, not letters.
Hey,
Said
Hey,
every college. What?
Yeah.
hey,
Hey.
Jonathan, would you like
Hey.
to make me a mathematics roll?
Do you want me to? I'm gonna whisper that. It's probably best for me to whisper that. Yeah. Where is it? Where in the fresh flying file? There it is.
Familiar, but you can't place your finger on what it's used for. You know that it's a representation of a conical axiom in a hyperbolic geometry setting. That's about it.
Very complex. Does not belong here.
Nope, does not. Let's see here. Yeah. So you guys are all down in this room. And to further describe things, the door at the back here is a great big golden door with a wire mesh circle, like a speaker box almost at the front. All the other doors appear to be sliding metal doors, the kind that you'd find on a garage.
This is going to be fun.
Is our friend in her heels or what?
She is not in her heels. She is barefoot.
Okay, just making.
And
As she
she's
should.
Well,
starting to regret it because it looks like there's light debris all over the floor.
well,
I mean,
she has
that's
the
not that bad.
heels that we gave back to her, but I have
Yeah,
a
I
feeling
mean-
those aren't any more comfortable.
Yeah, but at least she won't get like a bolt in her fucking like bottom of her foot.
That is true,
Mm-hmm.
but looking.
Um,
Okay, so were those fucking symbols, and what is this? Kind of walking to the center of the room.
Mm. That symbol is a visual representation. This is to Gary. That symbol is essentially a visible representation of that first symbol in 3 dimensions.
That's kind of what I figured, but
yeah, that's what I also assumed, given the similarities posed between the two. But
Mhm.
confirmation is always wonderful
Yes.
and welcome.
Mm-hmm.
what is this? It almost looks like. Eh,
Is it perhaps a clue to give us a direction?
Unsure.
looks like a
It's
piece of hardware. Kind of drawing, because if you out of character, if you kind of draw, part of my mind goes and immediately thinks, oh, this is like one of those big they just got rid of one in Brazil, is it?
Hmm.
It's not a telescope, but kind of like a radio.
Like a radar dish, essentially.
Yeah, kind of. It kind of looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks kind of like some sort of dish, something mechanical, but in such a rudimentary form is difficult to well, you know.
Da. Well, it's very odd finding this here. Ah,
Would you expect to find it somewhere else within this program of yours?
no. Nope.
I have a question, Kryakov.
Da.
When did this start going wrong?
Uh,
Immediately?
from my recollection, yes.
What about that thing in the woods that attacked?
There was not supposed to.
What was supposed to happen?
Oh no! For clarity's sake, getting ambushed in the woods, that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I don't
So-
think it was supposed to be a monster, though, was it?
No, it was. It
Oh,
was.
it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, here's what you know, Krikov.
Okay.
Okay. Basically, what was supposed to happen is you guys get ambushed in the woods by monsters. You wake up in Severovo. You find out about the fog. Your commanding leader either does or does not go into the fog. A fog-related incident happens. And that's pretty much all that happened that was supposed to happen. Everything else has been either sequence braked or not even a part of this program in the slightest.
Yeah. So, forget that I accidentally lied there.
Yeah.
I said that. I said that.
Alright. Still do not understand. What the fuck? Anyways, left, right, center. Huh?
And you also have back. You also have left, left, right, right, and back.
So, out of curiosity, the speaker mesh.
Uh-huh.
Which path is that on?
That is this one. The one in the middle, north.
Perhaps we investigate the middle, the center.
Is there anything else near any of the other paths, symbols or anything?
No, well, one of them has let me see. One of them has a pipe. One of them has like some chicken wire over it. One of them has a gear. One of them has a fire symbol, and one of them has an out of order sign on it.
And they're all in Russian if they have words?
Yes. None of them, well, yeah. Out of order sign, I guess, is in Russian, yeah.
Loath as I am to agree. We have nothing else to go off of.
Oh, we can always split up.
Yes. If you want to go another way, you can.
Can you not hear the sarcasm in my voice? Maybe I should make it more plain.
Maybe you should drop your attitude.
Maybe we should get out of here.
If we
Looks
Is
like
that
none
not
of
the law?
those are going to happen.
Olzik's just gonna start walking towards the fucking speaker mesh path.
Yeah.
You walk up to it, and you notice on the door, written in Russian, in that same typeface from under the bench, it says, "Spake thusly, the word to open."
Speak thusly the word to open. After a moment of considering, he would probably just go, the word to open.
You do not hear any response.
To open.
You do not hear any response.
The word.
You do not hear any response.
Open!
You do not hear any response.
Speak, friend, and enter here.
You do not hear any response.
Do I know if that's like part of any literature?
You do not. I mean, like, it might be part of some kind of literature, but nothing comes to mind immediately.
Speak thusly the word to open.
I'm gonna go check the door on the left. Is there anything on it?
Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1
Why is he
second.
laughing?
Give me just 1 second. Hold on. Okay, there we go. You go to the door on the left. The door on the left says, the door on the left has the chicken wire.
Just over the door?
Over, yeah, part of the door.
Kind of poke it with the bayonet just to make sure it's not electrified, because some assholes like to do that.
There is no response. The door looks perfectly openable, by the way. It just looks like there's like a sheet of like chicken wire partially covering the door. Like, you can open the door still. You might have to squeeze by the chicken wire if you're fat, but
Hey, I am true Russian. Haven't been considered anything except severely underweight for the past 6 years.
fact.
If only those past 6 years happened, yes?
Hey, I'm talking to the DM right now. Shut up.
Yeah, right?
look back. This one seems to be more cooperative. There's at least a door handle. Olzeg, I know you haven't gone deaf.
Well, that is as most likely to yield up an answer as any of these other doors.
Do you know what they say, yes? When right is left, left is right.
And when up is down, down is up. Just like going through the hole.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys open the door with a big, like, metallic, like, scraping sound. The door opens, and you find yourself in a room. The room is somewhat flat.
Horrible!
Wait, what?
Oh, it was a joke. You're like, you find yourself in a room, and I was like, ah, horrible!
Huh. Inside the room, there is one big wall with metal meshing over several sets of like switches and diodes, and there is another symbol. There we go.
Oh, fuck. Does anybody know what this... Is this another perspective?
What? Hey, Mr. DM.
Yes.
What do I know anything about this?
Yes, you actually do.
Perfect.
Fairly similar. This is also a piece of hyperbolic geometry. This represents essentially the disappearing point of like the non-existent, essentially disappearing point of a piece of hyperbolic geometry. So, like, you know how with like a circle or a square, eventually it covers itself? That's the disappearing point. With hyperbolic geometry, that just doesn't exist. It just goes on forever, impossibly smaller and smaller.
Oh.
So it's like the story about the Greek philosopher who said he was only going to step halfway out the door, then halfway out the door, and he'd never get out of the door if he kept doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, technically, it is correct that he would never get out like that. Technically. Because he would always be halfway away from the door.
Exactly.
If you only stepped halfway. Technically, though. But actually, that's not possible. Because our feet are a little bit too big for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not feasible, but it's possible.
I don't know. I don't know if it's possible.
Feasible, if you will.
Ha!
God damn it, James. You rat fucking bastard.
Is this some sort of, what, more perspective of the same thing?
Not exactly.
You know,
Oh, great.
Olzek's probably taking the time to just, like, write all of these down, if that makes sense, or, like, copy them as best as he can, considering he doesn't have, like, a protractor or a ruler or any of that
No,
shit.
yeah. No, I gotcha.
Or any of that fucking shit for nerds.
Fucking hot shit.
For nerds. But yeah, he's going to be like, whenever we want to cross any of these symbols, he's going to notate them down. Considering we are coming across symbols and they at least have something to do with geometry together, perhaps this has something to do with the way to enter, no?
As you are examining this, a surf guitar riff begins to play which is listed within the chat now. This is copyright music. Please do not play this on stream.
Oh, come on. This...
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's
that just
heard this once
loudly
in their lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Da, 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 da. Sorry, just... Hey, that's called a cover. That's allowed. But probably... Actually, so this is really happening, huh?
Yeah.
Why do I have the
The
feeling
fuck?
that it is about to get... Well, no, wait. Allsec pulls out his revolver and is like, why do I have the sudden urge to say that surf is up?
What the hell is surf?
That is why I am wondering.
Surfing, yes? It feels
Leia-
like I know this.
Leia is looking around confused and upset. She just has no idea what the fuck is going on.
Leia
Hey,
did
no-
not
hey,
hear
no-
it. It sounds
Huh?
like
Oh, no,
obnoxious
Leia
instruments.
Yeah, no, Leia can clearly hear it. She's like, what is that? What is that music?
She hears just like any normal person who hears too much of this music, they're upset and confused.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's going on, and you're like writing down these symbols, right?
I was distracted for a moment.
The music stops.
Oh, okay, I'm stopping the music now.
Yes, the music stops immediately. And just as it appeared suddenly, it disappears suddenly.
Probably like middle of like, one of those points where like you want to like, it's like about to finish something and then it just
Yeah.
it cuts you. Oh, it's horrible.
What
The
was all
hell?
of that about?
But no mind. It's nothing.
Is
Well,
this
now I want
something
to
else
be-
you're not telling us, Kriakov?
Wrong button.
Wrong button.
Who's touching buttons?
Better question, why is that a button?
Fair. Fair.
Ah,
Are you
That
touching
one I-
buttons, Kriakov? Kind of looking
one-
him over.
that one I have no answer to. Olzig.
What?
You said better question. Why is that a button? I said I have no answer for that. Dev team jokes assumed.
Yeah. So you guys are in this room still. There's the cage with all that complex machinery behind it. There's a few pipes. There's a clock that is stopped at 3:33. Actually, no, it stopped at 4:44.
I'm gonna go to the clock. Is it the wall-mounted one like we see?
Yes.
I'm gonna take it off its hook on the wall.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna look on the backside.
You reach for the clock, and as you reach for it, your hand touches it far before it should physically be able to. And you look back at it, and it's bubbled out to touch your hand. It's
Is
still
anyone
hard
else
glass.
seeing this?
From your guys' perspective, Anatoly just touched the clock, just on the wall.
Clock on the wall.
Clock on the wall.
No?
Clock.
I'm gonna try and pick the clock off the wall.
You take the clock off the wall, and as you do that, the clock, like as you bring it closer to yourself, it warps back into normal shape.
It's like a photo.
Hmm?
Odd. Just... having a strange case of perspective. I'm gonna look at the clock on the back. Look on the back of the clock.
Yeah, you look on the back of the clock, and it appears to be plastic, black plastic, with an area for a set of batteries.
Perhaps that's the answer.
Are the batteries in the fob?
There are batteries in the clock.
I take the batteries out of
When were batteries
Okay.
invented?
Not in World War II.
the.
Not these kind.
No.
Oh, fuck.
I mean,
It's the
technically-
Energizer Bunny. He's behind all of this. Malice is
It's-
the fucking Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, right.
Technically speaking, there
Not these
were
kinds of batteries.
ancient Egyptian batteries.
Mm.
I was going to say you might have. I don't know. I don't know about vehicles back then, but potentially batteries for vehicles. I don't know.
No, that was
But-
a thing. What I mean is
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
these
these
kind of
kinds of
batteries.
batteries.
Yeah, like these are
AA
consumer
batteries.
batteries. Yeah, essentially they're
see-
AA batteries. They're actually
Kind of-
D cell batteries.
The
Because
ancient
cells.
Yes, D cells are much more fun to hold.
I
So
was
I've
going
given
to
you
say-
D cells.
no,
And
no,
he's
that is entirely false. Much more fun to hold is 9 volts.
Actually, you know what? Quick change. They are 9 volts.
Okay,
2 9 volts.
so
That's a fucking
He's-
low-powered clock. Jesus.
Anatoly's looking at this, and suddenly he vaguely remembers something. Maybe he once did as a kid.
Oh.
He's going to put both ends of the 9-volt on his tongue.
Yeah,
That's
your
why they're
tongue
fun to hold.
it like gives a dull buzz sensation to your tongue. These are very low battery.
The
What the hell are
Yeah.
those?
Batteries.
these sorry
Maybe Olzek reaches out and looks them over and he's like, what
They-
clock runs off of 9-volt?
Yes.
And then it has this,
The-
like, just dead stop and it's like, wait, 9-volt?
Krikov,
the-
these are assets from that have been developed by Core Team. So not your offshoot. Like these have been developed by like the art department. It's not all this like hacky shit that you guys put together for your thing. So essentially what you should be getting from this is these are not assets that belong in your simulation.
hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
I think tongue is done being numb.
So,
Low
I've got-
battery.
good news and bad news.
I'm
Good news.
waiting.
You're remembering batteries. Is good. Bad news. That's not supposed to be here.
What do you mean it is
Like-
not supposed to be here? It's clearly here.
Like, I mean, it's not supposed to be in this simulation. Those are not mine.
Not yours. Then who?
Oh, big team. Belongs to big team.
Alright.
They're higher ups than me.
Oh, Anatoly is at this point is also there's the little knob to change the time on the back, yes?
Yes.
He's going to be messing with that to change it to where it's not saying death in Chinese
You
over and over and over again.
Yeah. You attempt to change it from 444. It does not change no matter how much you fiddle with it.
Just when I think our friend could get any more heavy-handed, he goes and pulls this, showing them the 4s.
He is very how do you say?
And why am I calling this heavy-handed?
Because the hand is very heavily pressing on the
So,
statement.
Something about the numbers.
question. Those pipes that are on the wall, are those actually there?
Yes. They appear to be gently rattling and produce a light amount of heat,
Okay,
like just
that
barely warm.
that's what I was going to ask. Is do they actually generate like heat?
Just a small amount of heat.
Is this more like water or is this more like air?
You can tell that there is some sort of denseness going through it, but you can't tell if it's like some sort of gas or some sort of liquid.
Like if I put my hand, like my gloved hand around it, do I have that like sensation of a liquid flowing through the pipe?
It feels heavy, that's for certain. But it's such a gentle rattle that you're like, this could either be a very dense gas or a light trickle of some liquid. And as for the warmth, you can definitely tell, like, some of these places have really high corrosion, which leads you to think these had to, like, because you guys have been around radiators, like old school radiators. That's kind of in your, like, artificial memories here. Um, they have, like, these apparently get really hot because of this corrosion. Like, that's what it indicates.
Is there a way to get past this chain in front of the pipes and electronics?
No, there is not. Not that you can see. It appears to be bolted to the wall.
Oh, is that what it sounds like?
Perhaps.
Alright, so does this mean we should try another door?
Question of the day. Perhaps are we? The phrasing on the first door indicates searching for a single word phrase.
And I have not seen one here yet.
Perhaps the
Unless it
single
is
word
hidden
phrase.
away within these symbols. The A, the
But-
O, the B.
Perhaps
Yes, next I
Yes.
will start saying Ayubi Tambasa.
Heh.
Abpadin.
perhaps the single word phrase is perspective.
Perhaps. Let us investigate these other rooms before we make hasty conclusions.
It does appear to be a commonality between them.
Right, so where is... Okay. So that was the chain link. What is the next room that you're going to?
I mean, we could just go clockwise.
Okay. So you want to go... Okay, so this door is the one that says out of order.
That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Okay. You walk up to the door, and you slide the door open, again with the metally rasp, and in front of you is just a blank white texture.
Oh.
Wait. Is it like stark white or is it like base canvas of Photoshop? Checkers.
It's stark white with a light bit mapping. So it's kind of like the Gmod texture, except not orange but white.
What happens? You said there was debris in this room on the floor.
Mhm.
What
Yeah.
happens if I take like a bit of concrete or something and toss it into the room?
You toss it and it bounces off the wall.
So it doesn't go into the room, it hits like an invisible wall and bounces off.
The wall's not invisible. It's that white texture.
Ah, that white text. See, I thought this was like leading into a room of white texture.
Oh no, it's just one flat white texture right behind the door.
And it bounces off of it. Okay. Well, that takes away one option.
Alright. continue on, I guess, to the other room.
Okay. So you go to this room, and this is the room with the fire symbol on it. Wow, I can draw fire. Good Lord, Christ Almighty. That's bad. Uh, so yeah, you
It
guys,
looks like a bird.
stop it. It's fire.
No, there's the
My
beak.
fire's
Tail
no,
feathers.
no, it's fire.
Chicken.
It's the fire strike, guys.
Um,
Starfinder in Severovo confirmed.
Amen. Let's see here. So you guys go into this room, and in this room there are several heaters lining the walls. They are currently a very dull red, and they all have chutes right above the viewing screen, but I guess it would technically be a screen. It's a screen of like hex fence, like chicken wire essentially, but tighter, kind of like a carbon mesh. But there's a chute above that to where you can look into the thing and you can insert from the top.
What's the temperature of this room compared to all the others? Has it been fairly consistent throughout?
Yeah, it's been a medium cold throughout. This room is slightly warmer. And again, slightly warmer.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
You're good.
Help other people.
Hey, guess what? For whatever reason, I lost the entire description of this room.
Woo!
Rip.
Oh, okay. So, this room is lined with like very gently glowing furnaces, essentially, that have like a black carbon mesh in front of them to where you can view inside, and there's a chute above them where you can insert things from the top.
All right. What? All right. Watch me do this. They say not to put these things inside of stoves. However, I'm gonna take the 9-volt
Mm-hmm.
and pitch it into one of the furnaces, standing out of the way of the front of it.
Yeah, it heats up a little bit, and then it pops in a bright flash.
Okay, that was actually kind of what I was expecting, which is unexpected.
You also hear a thud from the other room. Not a thud, but like a
From the room we just came from? The main,
Yes.
like, atrium?
well, yeah, it like echoed through there.
Well, yeah, that... Olzek's like, hold on. I will go back to the main room, you do that again.
I don't have much more shit to throw in there.
You only have
Actually-
one other battery.
Pick something off ground.
I have one other bit. Actually, well, you know, I've been trucking this food around for like ever, guys. And I specific. What's that?
Do we even need to eat?
I'm gonna
Is this
say
a survival
probably.
game?
Yeah, you've noticed that no longer do you feel the need to like eat.
So, but go back to the main room.
Okay. Olzeg, you go back to the main room and you immediately see what went thunk. There is a 9-volt battery sitting in the center of the room.
Alright. Picking it up and, alright, throw something else.
I got 9 pounds of potatoes. I'm not gonna throw them all in there, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
toss a potato in there.
You toss the potato, and it slowly chars.
Oh, I don't get a potato.
Nope.
Throw
I chuck the
something.
other 9-volt. Just chuck the other 9-volt in there.
sits in there, cooks for a second, pops, blows the potato to shit. And from the very top of this like yawning abyss above you, Olzeg, a 9-volt battery lowers and then drops about 6 feet above the ground.
Probably catch it and. I forget. Do we have electric torches? Basically flashlights.
If you did, they would be in your inventory.
Let me check.
Let me check Avanad, because Avanad had the most consistently.
Canvas rucksack. Shortwave radio.
No.
Forgot I had a Chinese infantry officer's sword.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Why am I not cutting people?
Good question.
Because my brawl is 25.
I do have an electric torch.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
But someone needs to tell me that they need it.
Well, my thought was just like point it up and see if this actually is just a yawning abyss or if it's just dark.
Yeah.
But after a while, he comes back to the room and he hands both the 9 volts back to Anatoly and is like, "There, now you have more shit to throw."
Oh, also, you notice that there's another symbol in this room.
Why did you point it out in the first place?
My bad. And there's
What
also
the fuck is this bullshit?
I'm an idiot. There's also a symbol on the out of order wall.
What the fuck's all this bullshit?
Math.
Hey,
Fucking hate it.
Hey, Mr. DM, what are those?
Symbol 4 is a flat plane and God damn it.
Hyperbolic.
Yeah, thank you. Hyperbolic geometry. So what is flat is actually not flat. Symbol 5 is actually a pattern of repeating circles that is very easily, that is in all geometry, but is very easily viewed in hyperbolic geometry.
Alright, so what now? Start. Oh, wait. Well, how many other furnaces are in here?
There's about like 4, one on each wall.
Do you think they all do the same thing?
One way to find out. Did you try throwing anything else in, or just the batteries?
Just the. Well, there was a potato. Poor thing. Burnt right up.
Perhaps this is some sort of... Maybe this is designed to destroy organic material, but not inorganic.
Why would you make something like that?
Why would you make any of this?
Because I'm bored.
Nodding like, yep, good as answer as any.
You've cut to the exact core as to why I DM and put so much effort into playing and DMing games and designing games.
Bored.
Because I'm constantly cripplingly bored. You won the game. Okay, so let's shut it down. No, I'm just kidding.
God, imagine
I was going to
that
talk about the essential
Anatoly-
meaning of life, or like, I don't know, like what games mean to people. But nah, we got to the real core of it, which is just that I'm bored all the time.
Our Anatoly ascends to godhood. Game over.
That sounds totally impossible.
James, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Please do.
So, you guys are in this furnace room. What you doing?
I guess...
I'm going to start chucking, well, 2 batteries are gonna go in 2 furnaces.
So I will save us the time. You guys can check the batteries in every furnace. They always reappear. Anything else you put in the furnace does not.
only the batteries reappear. What about other inorganic things?
What do you want to throw in?
Like maybe there's a bit of metal that was back in that debris field.
Yeah, you toss that in, it stays in there.
Rip that metal. Not getting it
Mhm.
What
back.
the? What's so special about the 9-volt batteries?
Is there anything special? Oh, they're
Are
not
they
supposed to
Duracell?
be here.
But none of this is supposed to fucking be here.
Yeah, but these
I
are
see
all
your
for the
point.
same they're not from this simulation. We need to find other bullshit that's not supposed to be here. Actually, what happens if we throw something into each of the furnaces? Like a potato in each furnace.
They burn.
A radio in every house and a potato in every furnace.
Damn right.
A chicken in every pot and a cap in every ass.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, Family Guy. I'm looking at my stuff, and everything's supposed to be here that I got.
Well, in that case, I guess we could just move on to the other room because I feel like I need
Yep.
to take a quick course in hyperbolic math to figure out what we're doing.
Let's see here.
I'm supposed to be the king of hyperbole.
Okay. The next room over is the one that has the gear. Hold on. I'm just going to draw like a cross because I'm too lazy to build a gear. But it's a gear.
We're gonna deal with the mechanists from Thief.
Yeah, I was about to say, allow me to have Truman Capote voice while I am your big bad evil guy.
Thou art correct.
Yeah. Yeah, right? So, you go into the room with the gear on it. And you see, in this room... Huh?
A symbol.
True, you do see a symbol. Thank you for reminding me, James. There you go.
What the fuck?
We found the beer funnel, boys.
Ha!
Yeah,
Once
buddy.
again, to preempt you there, Gary.
Thank you.
This symbol happens to be the modeling for it's like the closest representation you can get to an actual cone in hyperbolic geometry, like a 3D cone, as opposed to all those 2D cones walking around. So basically, it's like symbol 1 and 2, but like the closest hyperbolic neutral angle, I guess, because hyperbolic geometry changes with the angle that you view it, like all non-Euclidean geometry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, non-Euclidean, i.e. real geometry.
Did someone say Euclid? SCP confirmed.
Haha. But
We
yeah,
have the 3 states of gamer here.
right. But in this room, you find a pulley held by chain, a valve, and a lever.
Pull the lever, Ozeg.
You attempt to pull the lever, and it does not budge.
Fucking rip off. Stupid simulation.
Okay, so there's a chain, a gear, and a lever.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed the... well, is the chain wrapped around anything, or just loose?
It's like a pulley.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I pull the pulley.
You pull the pulley, and from underneath, you hear a rattling noise as a chute opens up at your feet and wood pours out.
Fuck yeah. We solved winter, boys.
Wood. Eh? You know, wood burns.
Do you believe that this might have something to do with the furnaces?
I don't know what else the fuck I'm supposed to do with wood. Do I look like a beaver? Can't eat it.
He picks up a piece of wood and like starts to head for that room, but he pauses and like holds the wood out like you were pointing it at Anatoly and goes, "You're not trying hard enough."
Heh.
No, old man. Even though we all fought in the same wars, you are the old grandfather. Yes, I know.
By the way, Leia has taken to just sitting in the middle room.
Leia's just like, "This is fucking weird. I don't."
Yeah,
fucking
she's like,
know."
I don't get what's going on here. I'm just gonna sit here and let them figure shit out while I don't waste energy walking around sharp metal bits, either in uncomfortable heels or bare feet.
I don't like this game. It's just not for me.
Yeah, she wants to play Katamari Damacy. But yeah.
Fuck, I think that would be fucking wild to play in this setting too.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Apple Boy, except he's got the Katamari hat on.
So anyway, what you doing?
I'm going to take. I'm going to do as I do in real life and collect large amounts of hardwood. And I'm going to, as I also do in real life, take them to the furnace.
Okay, you take it to the furnace. You start loading the furnaces, and as you load the furnace, you hear that pipes behind the furnaces that you could not see begin to rattle.
Ah, we're solving the puzzle, boys.
The flames also get hotter, and you get a much brighter glow from the carbon mesh in front of the furnaces.
Yay! Part 1 of puzzle solved.
Is it, or is it just like baby's first chew toy?
Shut up. Has that, for the people in that room, did that change anything?
Nope.
Well, rip.
You do hear, however, a sound echoing through the main room now.
Where does that sound seem to be going, or is it coming from the...
It is coming from the last door. Not the big door with the speaker. It's coming from the door on the back wall.
Yeah, he, yells out, "Everyone, come back! The
Oh,
wood actually
shit.
did something useful."
No, shit.
Oh no, we're going back to the fucking spooky
Did
forest.
I just see the casting couch?
We're going back
Yes.
to the spooky forest, boys!
Guy, no, I don't think you understand. There's the fucking casting couch. Now I'm scared.
Nah, you weren't here when we went to Spooky Forest last time. Ah, oh, man, I really hope the Wisp is back. Wisp was good boy.
Let's see. So
Wait, when the hell did I miss that?
Easy Relighter.
Okay.
So you go to the last room?
Yeah.
Okay. So I took you there a little bit early. You enter, and imagine this has a roof. There is just a mess of pipes. All of them are rattling and hissing. There's steam coming out of them. And in the center, there is a box that is open.
The box. Is this like a metal box, cardboard box?
It is a
wood
metal box. It appears to have pipes pushing into it.
Hello?
Hello?
How long have you been muted? Gary.
Oh no, the silence means it's been for a while.
Gary.
Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we can hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Oh, now we can't hear him.
How long
Hi.
have you been muted, Gary?
There we go. Hi there.
How long have you been
Hi.
muted?
I have not been muted. It just sort of it commit the die.
It commit the die? Okay.
Yeah. My Wi-Fi decided, hey, die.
Die,
Okay.
And it's fine.
death.
So, you are there. In that room, there's the metal box that the pipes are running through.
What? Can we approach the box without getting too close to any of these pipes?
Oh, and you do see a symbol as well. You cannot approach the box without getting very close to these pipes.
Like dangerously close, gonna burn yourself on them?
Yeah, in fact, I would need
That looks like my math homework.
That
um
looks like you ever seen a James Bond movie? Like
mhm,
any of
Yeah,
them?
the openings.
yeah.
Okay, that looks like some bullshit you'd find in a geometry textbook. And they'd be like, all right, now, this is only one question, but it's question one has parts A through Z. And each
So
one of them is going to ask you to find the area of each specific area of this bullshit.
so you guys want to know the fun fact about this for Gary?
Yes.
All of the red lines are at 90-degree angles from each other. All of the blue lines are at 90-degree angles from each other. All of the black lines are at 90-degree angles from each other. Are you ready for the real kicker?
That
What?
was a lie?
All of those lines are the same lines, just viewed from different angles. As in, the black lines are the red lines, are the blue lines.
I don't like
Oh.
it.
You stop that. You stop that.
No.
I fucking
Alright,
hate
so
math. I
Alright, so
hate it.
guys, I've got possible passwords. Here we go. That's all I've got.
All right, I'm gonna go to the box, ignoring that bullshit.
Make
Is
me
there- Go ahead.
make me a fuck, what's it called? Make me a some sort of agility based check to not
there's-
scald yourself on these pipes.
Dexterity, maybe?
Yeah, dexterity will work for.
Oh my god!
Would you like to push that with
Ooh.
potential grave consequences?
Do it.
It can't be worse than a 100. It literally can.
Oh, it can. Oh, the roll. Yeah, no, you're right.
Damn it, Anatoly. Well, you're either going to be hideously scarred. Actually,
Or this
Chicks
game goes
dig
down to 2
scarred.
players.
oh yes. Oh,
Nice.
Yes.
So how do you push yourself through this?
Probably at some point along the way, he does catch his toe on
Mhm.
the edge of probably something in the floor that's uneven,
Right.
and manages to plank just inches above a scalding hot pipe and push himself up and try and squeeze his way through to the box.
Nice, nice. I love that. Yeah, you get to the box. The
Ugh.
box is gently warm and rattling, and inside you see a set of bolt cutters.
Is there like a latch?
No, the box is open.
Oh,
So
I
something you
hold-
guys don't know is that box was closed until you fed the furnaces.
oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the bolt cutters
Mm-hmm.
and climb my way back out.
All right.
Do I need
Excellent.
another deck save?
Nope, you
Okay.
made it through. Yeah, you come back with the bolt cutters.
Alright. Does this look useful to anyone?
Okay, now.
Um,
Am I big dumb? Did we see. Like,
There's the
chains?
chicken wire bullshit.
Yeah, but didn't we go through a hole in the chicken wire?
But
Huh?
there's the stuff behind the like grating.
There was the
Oh, yeah, there were like fucking things that you could touch.
Mm.
Yeah, that Olsek probably No, it's just like, well, considering one room helped one room helped one room, perhaps if we go back to that fence that we could not break through, we help yet another room.
Oh, I fucking hope so. This is getting tiring, and I'm wondering if Leia isn't going to start going crazy like,
Shh.
she's not here.
She's just sitting back there. Hi, I'm here.
Yeah, she's just sitting back there, like, turning a bolt over in her hand. Slightly forlornly.
The forlorn bolt.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking spell in D&D.
Right?
It's a bolt
Hey,
of
babe.
magic that gives you big sad.
Ugh. For whatever reason, I just... Worst fucking pickup line ever to try and use on her. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Are you laxative? Because I just shit myself.
What? That'd be a bad thing to use on fucking anybody.
Right?
That's the point. That's why it's the worst pickup line ever.
God.
Better yet, hey baby, are you the nurse in this nursing home? Because I just shit myself and need to be changed.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
anyway,
Slightly better.
before we lose all 88 of our followers,
There is
89.
an unfortunate.
89.
no,
There-
88.
There is
Yesterday
an
there were
un-
89. What happened?
Someone didn't love us.
Oh.
there is an unfortunate truth here.
Hmm.
We're
Is that these are-
leaving.
Yes.
These are bad pickup lines, and there are better ones, even if they are related to shit.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So, where are you guys going next?
I guess we're going back to Chicken Wire Land.
Okay.
The worst part of Disney World.
Yeah, it's all pokey and full of rednecks.
It's all
Okay.
pokey,
You get tetanus.
Yeah, right?
and it keeps throwing beers at me and cursing at me. I don't get it.
So, you guys walk into the room, right? And, yeah. The same room. The pipes are rattling louder and you feel actual heat coming from them.
Interesting.
I guess.
Snip.
Yep,
Snip.
snip the chicken wire.
Okay. Yeah, you snip the cage that's over the electronics, and you see several breakers. There is a flat, like, wall panel with green iridescent text coming off of it. And you also see there appears to be some sort of square slot.
Did we get anything to put in the square slot?
The square slot is about 1 inch by 4 inches. And about 2 inches deep. Inside you see what looks like the ins to 9-volt batteries.
Oh,
No, were you? No.
there's no way that the fucking batteries in the clock were meant to go here.
Stick the fucking batteries in.
You stick the batteries in, and the panel starts displaying text other than just the weighting. The panel actually displays some very interesting text that I need to copy and paste real quick.
No. Mike, be honest. Were you really expecting us to see the clock and be like, batteries I must take?
I was going to mention the clock. Let's see here.
It's just that our fucking chicken
He
brains
knew-
already were like, battery.
He knew that I would not be able to let that go. He knew.
Mm-hmm. This...
Plus, he knew I was just gonna try and get rid of it. Go ahead.
Hold on. Here we go. this displays on the screen.
I'm a display on the screen.
I want to display your screen.
That's harassment.
Got him.
Question of the day: who's harassing who? Answer: I'm harassing James.
What? Huh?
Let's slash open log.txt.
There is no interface.
Oh.
You just see that.
These names seem familiar. This one, was it not you, Krykov? What does all of this mean?
Your fucking name's on it, Gary. Can't get away from it this time.
I might have been drunk.
Well,
Don't
let me
drink
see.
Fucking name's on it.
Don't drink and code, kids.
Is very easy to explain. Is admin only access?
To
Kind
what?
of. Command prompt. I put command, thing happen.
But user log malice void. Who is void?
Have not met that one. I don't think.
Admin number
Once.
1. Static listener handler. What?
So, do you remember the weird thing with the eyes and the speaker mouth?
The
Listener.
shit.
Da.
What about the man with the typewriter for a head?
That's handler.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably handler.
Yeah, I might have mistyped it because I was doing all of that shit in like a very
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold
that
on.
should actually be speaker and listener. My bad. But I was also this was me doing incognito on the fly invent command prompt thing, like during a session. That's why I was so quiet on the episode before Subtle come out.
Yeah.
Wait. Are all of these independent computer simulations like Malice?
Da. Ish. Admin 1 is. I'm not sure who that is. Whoever's logged on at the moment.
You?
I'm in here.
Who is Proctor 1?
Good question.
Go ahead, James. I have never been. But wait, so we understand what the Malice's job is here, kind of. What are the rest of their jobs?
Melis's job, as you've seen it, is not the original intent.
And here's the thing. You're not even quite sure exactly what Malice is, because you guys never made a thing called Malice.
Oh. Oh, another anomaly.
Who is win 5, get 1 free? It sounds
Okay,
like
okay.
bad advertisement. Honest question, because he's another user. Not my fault you used your name.
And why
Well,
does it
no,
sound
that's
familiar?
copy pasted from the text, so that's not
Oh.
actually a user.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's like you can't look at the Raven King and win 5 get 1 free
I
because
see, that's why I was like, isn't that you?
those have the wrong date. Those have the wrong dates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Timey-wimey bullshit, shut up.
This was from 2 weeks ago, huh?
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go.
You should have seen the logs from your heart attacks. It was a nightmare.
Oh, did you save us?
I did my best.
Well,
Hey, hold on. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
lying, but you're definitely not telling the whole truth there, Gary.
Hey, I'm not lying, and that's the
Do-
important part.
This is
Do I need
fucking Suspicion Party Central.
Yeah, it is.
James, you and I are literally companions to the fucking, Dragonborn over here, who all he has to do is hit the fucking tilde and do whatever the fuck he wants.
Not that easy.
quite. Not that easy.
Yeah, we need a keyboard first.
No, he had a little bit more information. But now that you all know that he can do this, you guys are all kind of on the playing field equally. And Gary, I would love it if we did command prompts in Project Severovo like we are currently doing from now on.
Okay.
That way everyone's on the level now. Now that we've popped the secret.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are kind of doing that. But yeah, you still have the fuse boxes.
Pop them bad boys open.
Yeah, you open the fuse boxes. They are labeled. One of them is labeled lever, and one of them is labeled spotlight. The ones that are down, that is. The other ones are just labeled to different areas, lights, essentially.
Are they breakers or physical fuses we need to find?
They're breakers.
Oh, well, flip them bad boys back over.
Okay, you flip the breaker for lever, and there appears to be no effect. You flip the lever for spotlight, and you hear from the and Leia go from the main room.
Alright, I have a feeling that lever is not working.
Yeah, Bolzeg rushes over to see what Leia about.
The main room is now well lit.
So, real quick.
So what was above us? What was in the void above us? I'm doing what people in video
Above
games
you?
don't do, and I'm looking up.
Yeah. Above you, about 30 feet above you, is the balcony. And the walls are completely straight. You very clearly walked way more than 30 feet.
Unless we got lost. This doesn't match up with... Hold on. I'd like to pull out the fucking note I had about the weird hyperbolic ice cream cone.
Which one?
It was the one where it was a cone, and it's the closest you could get to a cone.
Symbol 6.
Yeah. If we were here and the cone was there, Are we at the base of the cone and we are actually in a hyperbolic cone right now?
Sorta. Give me an intelligence or an education check.
Then where's the caveman? Ooh.
Oof.
You are in the intersection between two of these cones on opposite sides of a hemisphere.
So a cone going one way and a cone going the other.
Yes.
Was there any change to the out of order room?
Nope.
Okay.
Still out of order.
That one still needs to be coded. Fucking Lua errors.
Yeah.
We are in the... He pulls out the picture he drew of the cone, and he's like... And then he draws another cone going the opposite way.
Right.
Then points to the center and is like, we are here. One cone goes up, one goes down. That does not necessarily explain how time and space... I feel there is almost... I've heard this before. Time is warped and space is bendable.
Leia actually says that's something that fuck, did I name her Adriana? Was that her name?
Yep.
Yeah, that's something that Adriana would talk about. That was somewhat what her thesis was analyzing.
Do you have anything on you? I know this is a far stretch, but anything on you that has to do with her research?
She looks at her torn cocktail dress and high heels, and then looks back at you and shrugs.
As I said, long stretch.
Yeah.
But I'll hand her like the drawings I took and be like, I'm going to go check on that lever. See if any of these seem familiar to you.
Anatoly had already headed towards that lever, if that's all right.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
James, is that good?
That's fine. No!
He gets to it. He looks at it for a long moment. Under his breath. Pull the lever, Kronk.
You pull the lever, and the wall drops to reveal a painting lit from the bottom.
Is this our young count / lord friend?
It is
a younger
not.
version
Dude,
of?
he looks so fucking done with someone's shit.
Probably Anatoly's.
Same. Why is it with all these
Alright.
old paintings, they look like they're like half a second away from slapping bitches?
To
Well,
be
think
happy
about it.
was to be seen as foolish.
Well, to be fair, they also were probably sitting there for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
painter was like, "Don't move." Yeah, you moved. I gotta
Mhm.
start over.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're probably wanting to kill the painter.
Hey, Jonathan, make me an education check.
Jonathan.
Stone fruit?
Who's Jonathan?
Wow, perfect. Hey, you remember your fucking class on Euclidean or non-Euclidean geometry. You basically took it for a fuck off semester, essentially. You were like, I need to fill this credit spot, and this seems like wacky shit. And you realize,
As one does.
huh?
I said as one does.
Yep. You realize all the things fall in place. All of these models that you're looking at, all of these symbols, all of these theorems and their core points all lead back to this guy, the guy who drew them and thought of them first. You are looking at a portrait of one Nikolai Lobachevsky.
See, you
Ah.
guys were over here worrying that you were gonna get fucking lobotomized or get your earlobes cut off.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Hey, I didn't want fucking Mike Tyson to come bursting through the fucking door. Did you?
True.
That
See?
man's scary.
I will
Indeed.
devour your souls. I am one of the great old ones.
Yeah, right.
I'm a great old one.
I'm a spawn.
So, yeah. Yeah, you immediately know. Oh, huh. Yeah, that all makes sense. These all happen to be from one very famous non-Euclidean geometry.
Geometer.
Yeah.
Geometerer.
Geometrist?
Geometrian.
Yeah, something like that.
Geometric person.
Geometrically gifted individual?
Geometist, because they're all crazy.
Yes. Geomentalist, because they're trying to get in my fucking head with geometry.
Think about it. Been on the internet lately? The geometry.
It's the geometries. It's getting to me. I don't want it to get. It's getting in my head.
Everybody knows that geometry is made by liberal fascists
True.
to control
So what do you guys-
our triangles.
So what do you guys, they're turning the freaking frogs into math majors. So what are you guys doing?
I guess we go to the speaker and say the name Lobachevsky. Because that's the only rational solution, right?
Hold on. You
Assuming
need to
some
come look at this
motherfucker
painting
told
first.
us.
That's
Okay,
why
you
I
look at the painting.
that's
Yeah. Is this Lobachevsky?
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Do you
is
know who
it?
this man is?
Ah,
Oh, great. Then you could enlighten me why his face is hidden behind a wall.
I do know who. Nice.
Yeah, also, anybody with... Yes, Olzeg, even you, in your math classes that you took, learned... Yeah, okay.
Anatoly liked the classes, I didn't.
Yeah, all of you guys know who this is with your Russian background because obviously Russian mathematicians are highly celebrated by the state. Lobachevsky was a famous mathematician from the 1790s all the way up until like the 1840s.
Interesting. Why is his face here?
How often
Well,
do celebrated and mathematician go together? Let's be fucking honest here, people.
Only in the case of Stephen Hawking, Albert Einstein, and like Oppenheimer.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah, but
yeah.
they were scientists first, mathematicians second. Math is just the lesbian sister to science.
Okay. Tell me that Stephen Hawking was a scientist first and a mathematician second.
Listen, he
more
had
time.
to be a scientist because science was the only thing keeping him alive.
God damn it, James! Stop it! I'm mad!
It didn't do it for much longer.
God damn it. So what do you guys do?
Not make those jokes anymore. Despite how much I want to.
Oh, what's Twitch gonna do? Send the fucking hawkers after me? Bring your worst, cripples.
God damn it, James.
All right, and since this is the last episode of Paradise Theater.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, people have said far much worse on this site and gotten away with it.
Yeah, but those people also have more followers.
And usually
Yeah,
fits.
so we'll fall under the radar. Also, nice snide comment at Fem Streamers.
Only those ones, you know who.
Yeah.
The ones who abuse their cats.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So anyway, what do you guys do?
We say the name at the door.
That does
'Kay.
seem to be the next course of action. Actually,
It does.
can we reach out and actually touch this? Like, can we pick the painting up and see if there's like a fucking word written on the back of the fucking painting?
You cannot dismount the painting from the wall. You can
See,
feel the painting, and it feels like an oil painting. You smudge it.
You bad person, you. Horrible.
I'm so tempted to just like take my hand and just fucking die,
Are you gonna
man,
smudge
die.
Are you gonna smudge a mustache onto him?
Oh, with the
No.
facing art now. May I?
I was trying to see if there was some way to dismount the painting. For some reason, I had the feeling that whoever constructed this place might be the kind of person to write passcode on back of painting.
James, you know me better than that. I don't use tawdry tricks. I use in-your-face tricks that, like, you already knew were the thing. I named the episode Lobachevsky.
Yes, but here's the
Yeah.
thing.
They did.
Wouldn't it then just make as much sense that you know that we're expecting that, so you do something that we're not expecting, expecting us to not expect it?
Lobachevsky to the microphone.
Say it into the... Yeah, you hear boom, boom, and the door opens.
Not accepted. What's his first name?
And what the door
Igor,
opens
I'm
to...
guessing.
What the door
It's Nicola.
opens to is a
the
room.
casting couch.
It's a room
It is.
with
It's
two
the casting
couches. There is a black
Casting couch.
lamp,
Oh, I missed that plant.
and there is a fern in the back of the corner that has several glowing orbs going around it.
Fern, you come back to us.
On the couch is a somewhat middle-aged man wearing a Hawaiian shirt and slacks. He has a PBR in his hands. He looks at you guys and he says, "Oh, hey, I know
Wait.
one of you."
Who is this?
It's Cosmic Mike! He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt!
He
Who the fuck are you? Rifle pointed at him.
Immediately reach
Oh,
over
no, no,
to
no, no,
put
no.
his gun down.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, no, that doesn't work. Trust me. It's much easier if you just kind of like hang and chill. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to take a seat on the couch, I got a cooler. It's got beverages in it. You know,
I said, who the fuck are you?
I mean, you've kind of been through just the weirdest circumstances. Does it really matter who I actually am?
Are we
Or
still
can't you-
part of this simulation?
You know, I'm gonna leave that one to, you know, author's intent or author's dead or whatever. I don't know. I mean, like, if you want to be, sure, but I mean, like,
I told
We
you it was
all know.
Cosmic Mike.
he's like, we all know what's actually going on here.
Oh, we do. Really?
Yeah, James, you want to fill him in on the rules real quick?
Who?
He looks dead at you and goes, "Yeah, James. I mean, you've been here before. You know this place. Do you remember? You might have forgot. It's totally fine if you've forgotten. I mean, that was
I remember when we were here last time that this was like an in-between, and all time had stopped. Time was meaningless, space was meaningless, but this was like... We're not going back into the creepy forest, are we?
No. I don't have. I mean, the dark place is here. I mean, the dark place is everywhere. But like, you're in the white room right now. You're good. Like, we're not. I'm not gonna send you back out there. It seems a little tawdry and hokey. Like it's already been done. You know. Plus, they've got so many rules out there. I don't want to have to, you know, reteach you guys all the rules about what's supposed to go on out there. Plus, I think there's a rogue Timothy Leary out there somewhere doing some shit.
I fucking love
What
this.
the
I guess-
fuck is this conversation?
I guess I should probably explain.
Did we leave Timothy Leary yet? Like, out of character and in character question.
Yes.
Did we leave Timothy
Yes, you
Leary
did.
out there?
Yes, you did. But no, he says, "All right, here's the rules. There's 3 of you, so you got 3 questions." And he looks at Leia, who's like standing just dumbfounded, and is like, "Oh, not you. No. No, you can hang out if you want. Grab something from the cooler, but this isn't for you. You're not like these other 3
You're not
necessarily."
real. You're not people.
She's almost people.
He
She's
says,
like so close.
like, "Come on, hop a squad."
What drinks do you have?
I mean, whatever, man. Like, what do you want?
Oh, thank God that's not one of the questions.
If that was one
No,
of the
no, I'm not.
questions-
You know, actually, that's kind of funny. The last groupies, James, you might remember this. The last groupies that came through here were pretty. They actually had the exact same thing happen where they were like, "What kind of drinks do you have?" And then someone went, "Oh God, was that a question?" And then I went, "No, I'm not an asshole genie." It was a whole thing. That's a weird coincidence.
Why are you calling him James?
Oh, come on.
It's
You know what's
complicated.
up. I mean, like Gunnar, you've never been here before. Gary, you've never been here before. But this is kind of just, like.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
He's like,
I'll put my acting aside. Okay.
he's like, well, hey, man. I mean, if you want to role play, I'm down with that. But I mean, like, like we are still technically like in an experience, but it's a different kind of layer at this point. But hey,
It's a fucked up experience. MC Escher bullshit.
I was actually thinking more like Chuck Palahniuk, but guy
I'm
who
not
wrote
familiar
Fight
with
Club. He wrote Fight
So this is
Club
the
and
case.
all that other stuff. That kind of surrealist. Meet the author, dead the author. Author isn't actually the author. The narrator is someone else who isn't a narrator, but it's a narrator. His name's Jack, or maybe it's not
Yeah,
Jack.
it's a bunch of postmodernist bullshit.
Thank
Well,
you.
yeah, I was gonna say. So
Says the English major.
Very
gonna
good
say.
abbreviation.
Yeah, here's the thing:
If-
English majors can not like postmodernism.
And then there's English majors that can love postmodernism. But no, he kind of like, he leans back and he's like, so yeah, like I said, each of you's got 1 question. And I'd pick it wisely, and there's no guarantee I'm going to answer it fully, but I'll answer about as much as I think you'd like.
You said 3. Well, I'm not going first.
I've got so many questions that are probably all good questions to ask. Ooh. How do we get out of the simulation?
Oh, don't worry. That just comes with time. Plus, Gary already knows how to do that for
damn
the
it.
most part.
Yeah.
Really, the key to your answer there, that's Gary.
Gary, I'm gonna strangle you.
Who's next?
Gary, go.
I'm going last. Thanks.
Oh,
No. I have so many things I want to ask.
yeah, I know, right?
Part of me wants to. I'm not expecting you to answer them. I'm just throwing these out there right now.
Sure,
Part
sure.
of me. Part
Just
of me
tell
wants
me
to ask,
final question right before your
Yes.
question.
Yes. Part of me wants to ask, why is Malice such a fuckboy?
As good a question as that is, I don't think that's the one you want answered.
No.
I'd love to answer it, but I mean only if you ask it.
Sorry.
No.
I swear, this Mountain Dew's good stuff.
Nope, that's gonna be something Gary can answer. I was going to say, what's it going to take for us to get out of here, but that's a Gary thing. What are the odds of us getting out of here successfully and resolving this thing in a good, satisfactory way. How do we get to the win state instead of the fail state?
Is that your final question?
How do we get to the win state instead of the fail state? Yes.
Well, I think first you need to define what a win and a fail state is for you, because I know what it is for me. But getting to a win state, well, you're gonna have to think outside of the box. You're gonna have to take challenges as they come, and you're gonna have to be okay with the decisions that you make. So I'd really think about them before you make them.
You mean before we just send our friend off to die?
You know, we all make those mistakes where we let our friend die.
Haven't. Well, I was about
We
to
don't
say I
always-
haven't yet.
We don't always do them to spite the author, though.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I don't think that you do them always to spite the author, nor do I think that you even necessarily did it entirely to spite the author. But actions do have consequences, and it's not just for rolling dice consequences. That's all I'll say. And he kind of sits back and drinks another drink from his PBR.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes the DM doesn't know what they're doing, so they have your character destroy a whole world.
I'm going to steal something out of the chest. What do I grab?
You just grab at it randomly.
Yeah, pretty much.
You get one of those. You get one of those aloe vera waters that's flavored with agave.
Ooh.
Yeah, he looks at it and goes, "Shit, I didn't know I had that in there."
Damn, alright. Next you're gonna tell me you didn't know there was a bottle of Bacardi 151 in there either.
He's like, "No, that's in the freezer. You don't put that in the cooler. It feels too much shame."
Keep that in mind.
Classy. Classy.
Gary, you're on deck.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's make this one count, right?
Suppose.
How much longer until How much longer to the way to Strogniak Marsh is clear?
Well, you see, Malice is kind of toying around with you, but there are ways around that. If he has his way, it'll never be clear. But, I mean, you've already met some people who kind of understand slightly the gravity of what's going on. And that little objective booklet, it's kind of accurate. But, I trust Kryakov and Jonathan's eyes above a slip of paper that was given to you by the big bad evil guy.
Who
Person.
the hell? Why are we calling him Jonathan?
That is a great question, Persona.
I thought we weren't role playing.
I thought
Oh.
we weren't playing Persona.
Well, I mean, the question is, what do you even really define as role playing? Because, I mean, honestly, if we're thinking about it, you're asking me questions, but you're asking me questions, but you're also asking me questions. You know what I mean? There's more shit going on. It's kind of a whole ordeal. And, I mean, you guys know me personally. I don't really talk like this consistently. Maybe if I'm trying to make a point or something. But it makes a convenient device to separate reality from the thin veneer of whatever we're doing here. You know.
This is about as bad as asking if we're responsible for our memories.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. Are you responsible for your memory?
I don't know, but hey, remember all those, imaginary friends you used to have when you were a kid? Well, yeah, you let them all die, and it's your fault.
Did they die, though, or the fact that you still remember them means that they exist within some sort of causality?
Oh, it's the ones you don't remember I'm talking about.
Well, then how did
Yeah.
they ever exist, then?
Ideas
they
are in a
existed once upon a time.
temporally extant state. But, you know, I mean, that's only kind of like one of the planned planks of talking about in this game in general, so, you know. Anyway, if you would look at the time, I believe that all of you have a few missions or something to complete, or maybe they're called quests, objectives. Fuck if I know. Stop by again real soon. Oh, and one more thing that'll just kind of throw you through a loop. When you're out, you're never really out. When you're in, you're still not really in. And this is completely separated from everything else. And with that, you guys just blink and you wake up on the floor of the hut.
Of which hut?
With or without
The one
Leia?
that... Huh? With Leia.
With Leia.
Yeah. The
With-
floor of Corner Place.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Did
Ethan,
anyone else just have the same dream? With
It's
a man
not
in the
that-
tacky shirt?
I
it
don't
was
think that was a
very-
dream, my friend.
For the record, not tacky. Just putting it out there.
Exotic.
Perfect. Anyway,
So what is so important about the marsh?
that's the
That's-
way out.
That's the way out? Great. So, does that mean we just go marching through the fog to it?
No?
No, no,
We-
no, no,
I'd
no,
like to check
no.
our objective booklet.
You open up the piece of paper, and the objective booklet now says, "Find Adriana."
God damn it.
Ugh.
Is Leia asleep, awake, something?
Leia is like rubbing her head and kind of leaning against a wall, just kind of like staring forward, like I
Leia.
don't know what's going on.
Leia.
She looks at you and she's like, yes.
If something happened and you and Adriana were separated, did you have anywhere planned that you would meet up later?
She thinks really hard and she's like, well, there is a building in the wealthy district that we always would meet behind before we started cohabitating. It's her old apartment building.
What time of day is it? Looking out the hut window?
It's about 8
AM,
Hey.
at
PM?
night,
Okay.
At night.
so
Alright.
it's dark.
Did you meet
Too
her
late.
during the day, during the afternoon?
We would usually meet during the night.
Yeah.
No time like the present to go, yes?
She gulps and nods and says, "Whatever's happened with her, I suppose that's what we need to deal with, right?"
Does she need to change?
Yes.
Yes,
I
but
hear-
first you should probably change into something that you won't catch frostbite in.
She nods. You do have Avanad's old rucksack with his changes of clothes in it.
Yeah, but Avanad was like, bigger than her.
No,
Like
he
it-
was short and lanky.
Oh, well, we could see if they fit. I'm just saying, we don't want her walking around like she's looking like someone got into Dad's closet.
She's
No.
the new Avanad now. That's what's basically
Hey.
happening.
Hey, here's the thing. This is the Soviet Union. She's just a conscript.
Well, make it official then.
Not yet. Besides, I don't think women could be conscripted.
Oh,
Um,
come on now.
Mm-hmm.
If Papa Joseph says no, then no. Because I don't want to die.
What's the Night Witch?
Hmm?
That is above your pay grade.
But yeah, I think we'll end it right there because somebody needs to wake up kind of early, and it's about a natural stopping point. I went a little bit later than I wanted to, but I really wanted to get you guys into the white room and then back out here.
And we kind of bumbled around for a while.
Right, I was trying to push you guys ahead as fast as I could. But yeah, so let's start with sign-offs. Who wants to sign off first?
Me!
All right, James.
Hi ho, friendolas. My name is James, otherwise known as Nightheart. You caught me here today playing myself. The fucking cripplingly sad, cripplingly lonely good boy. Who's really not that good. Depends on who you ask. Because perception and personas and whatever the fuck this campaign's about. You can also find me here on Sundays, where I'm part of Tales from the Cosmos, where I play a whole bunch of different characters, including this Sunday, you will get to meet the man himself, Trickick Goodmoney, the goblin battle cleric who is made of rubber.
I love that concept.
He is bouncy. He's also a cleric of the god of creation. He's a merchant. He carries a sign on his back, and one of the many disclaimers it has is all guarantees not guaranteed.
Ha!
Lawful good, by the way.
I love that.
You can also find me here on Mondays as part of the crew of the Fire Strike, where I play Severovo Silverchild, who might as well be called S because he's pretty much L, except more boring, and he's probably not going to get murdered by a book, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe that's what Justice has been talking about, is we're going to run into his version of light. It's going to be called Sun. I don't know. You can also find me here on
Monogamy.
Mamanambi. You can also find me here on Wednesdays as part of Hinge to Mensch, where I play Delude, who's been really trying to get into Acer's head, because if he were going to be a musical instrument, you see, I'm a cymbal.
God damn it, James.
Jesus Christ.
And that is me.
Who wants to go next?
Sure, I'll go. Because it looks like Gary's just stuck on green.
Gary's gonna leave us on red.
He's hooked on phonics.
Pretty much. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cyrus Smith, and the most important thing I learned today is that in 2095, basketball still exists.
It's a blood sport. March Madness is because they inject people with rage-inducing hallucinogens. It's canon. It's lore. I don't care.
Anyways, yeah, this has just kind of been weird. I've been myself, and then not some more, and then I got my name used, and that was weird, because after hearing fucking Jonathan, now I'm like, wow, why'd I pick this name? Okay. You can also find me on, well, I guess next game is Sunday, where I'm running Tales from the Cosmos. Where we'll be running into Trickick, maybe. I'm hoping, depending on how long you guys talk, but I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, just throw him through the window if we talk too much.
Don't tempt. I might just figure that out.
He's made of rubber.
Yep, there goes. And now he's back.
Gary?
All right, are we good?
Yeah.
You're good.
Perfect. I have been talking this whole time.
Oh.
Anyways, you can also find me on Monday, where I'm playing Twinkle Bailey, the isekai that missed last session, but that's okay. I think, unless I'm dead, in which case that probably sucks.
It's like that quote. I'm not reading all that. I'm really glad that happened for you. Or like, sorry that happened. Whatever.
Yeah. You can also find me on Tuesday, where I play Drifter, the little old lady who finally got to fucking run people over with her truck. Oh, it was awesome. And I got to shoot people with a machine gun. As a matter of fact, I made the DM say, "Holy fuck." That made my night. because apparently when you're putting heavy weaponry on a truck, heavy weaponry does heavy weaponry damage.
Oh,
Apparently, so like a grenade does like 5 in Shadowrun 6th edition, which
Oh, damn.
is enough to like, splat things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently this HMG does 12 damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Anyways, you can also find me on Wednesday where I'm playing Acer, the lady that's being played by her new recruit, kind of. Mostly. Yeah, she's in denial. And yeah. Mm-hmm. That being said, it is past my bedtime. So, moving right along.
hi there. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was gonna try and say something before my mic, my I guess it's network connection, just to say, hey, I'm gonna shit myself, you know. So I was gonna, while Leia's not listening, I was gonna say, whatever you do, don't go into the marsh. Just don't. It's death, and that is all. But yeah, if you want to catch me, you've caught me here playing me, myself, and I. And if you want to catch me playing, in some other day, you can catch me on Sundays where I'll be playing. I swear, dude, I'm gonna get to the point where I can just start listing off my characters in a manner similar to the Poke Rap. So we'll get there. You know, James is already halfway there, and I'm not too far behind. The scary part is most of them are all related. So it's a frightening time, but it's a fun time. And that is what matters, right? Yeah, that's me, I think.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5, Get 1 Free. And you have got me running this game that I love to run because, boy, do I still have more twists for you. You think I don't. You think I can't keep jumping the shark. I still somehow am doing it. I'm impressing myself with how much shit I'm pulling out of my ass that actually ends up being, oh wow, that's a really interesting concept. I should use that this Thursday. And then it ends up being pretty cool. Not to toot my own horn too much. You can also catch me on Mondays where I play Matthias Merch Dishborg and play Paralictor Burnward, or ex-Paralictor Burnward, depending on what day you ask him. Merch is going hella cartel in the Arctic, and making shit brutal with his henchmen. And Paralictor Burnward kind of just drinks, gets paid, and murders people. And that's kind of his whole niche, and I love it. It lets me play Smooth Brain, which is very fun. You can also catch me on Saturdays in the Bitter Inns, where I play Greasy, the DJ of KRUST 6.66, the hottest shit that floated to the top of the bathtub. He vomited on someone's feet on accident, and that happens. Sometimes you say, I want to vomit on their shoes. And then they're like, I don't wear shoes. And you're like, wow, this got weird. I was vomiting on your toes and I really didn't want to do that. But you can also catch me for various Justice Grab Bags and Black Box Theaters. If you're currently watching on Twitch, thank you. We love you. Also catch us on YouTube at youtube.com/Paradise Theater. And if you're currently watching on YouTube, thank you. We love you. Please catch us on Twitch at twitch.tv/pair_o_dice_theater. And if you are currently watching on Twitter somehow and you aren't subscribed to @PairTheater, something hot memes. That's me. I'm out of creative juices. Let's hit this out with an RIP fourth wall.
Fourth
wall again.
And welcome back, Fern. It was good to see you, Fern.